brothers and sisters, a warm welcome to the Emmaus walk. This is the third Sunday of Advent. And on this week, the church invites us to focus on Gaudete Sunday. Gaudete means joy. And so the focus of our reflections today would be deepening joy. I'm sure the moment all of us talk about Christmas, all of us have this beautiful feeling of joy and celebrations. Legitimate, and we need to have. Because after all, the Lord is coming into our midst and we need to celebrate with great joy. And in today's modern era, when people have understood joy in a very, very partitioned way, we understand joy in a holistic way. Let the wasteland rejoice and bloom. Let it burst into flower. Let it rejoice and sing for joy. Isaiah chapter 35, verses 1 to 2. What is the wisdom behind this invitation to be joyful? In a stress-filled world where happiness is just claimed to be momentary, the invitation to be filled with that hopeful joy, hopeful anticipation of God's arrival is very, very crucial, vital, significant. We need to make a little difference between pleasure, happiness, and joy. Pleasure belongs to the senses, the body. I eat a chocolate, I feel pleasure, a bodily pleasure. Happiness depends on something else outside. I need something to be happy. But joy is not material based. Joy is divine orientation. When I say I'm filled with joy, it means I'm filled with a heavenly feeling. A feeling that is born because of the presence of the divine deep within me. But if you're not prepared and if you are careless, this joy that is within us may not find a concrete expression in our lives. Today's readings help us to focus and experience this joy. And so there are three things that we could do. Number one, slow down. We are a generation that is in a hurry. We are in a mighty hurry most of the time, almost all the time. Can we slow down? Today's second reading invites us to do this. It is centered around patience. To be patient just like a farmer who waits for the precious fruit of the ground until it has had the autumn rains and the spring rains. Quite often, we seem to forget that there is joy in waiting too. And the second point is about find goodness around us. Quite often, we are filled with negativities. Sure, there are negative things around us. In fact, sometimes to the point of really feeling perplexed. There is also goodness around us. Can we focus a little more on this goodness? Go and tell John the Baptist that the blind see again, the lame walk, people are healed. And that is what Jesus says today. We find that note on Matthew's Gospel, chapter 11, verse 5. If we have a determination to see the goodness part of life, then I'm sure we will be able to make a huge difference in that feeling of joy. And the last point is, brothers and sisters, to feel that transformation is possible. Believe in transformation. Some of us might feel that the world is not going to be transformed. But I would think Jesus has not given up hope. I feel there is still hope left in this world. The world will be transformed because Jesus comes into our midst. And the first reading emphatically places this point, and it says, water gushing out in the desert, streams in the wastelands, parched lands turning into marshy lands, and the thirsty land with springs of water. Isaiah chapter 35, 6 and 7 verses. These imageries are imageries of the possibilities of transformation, because the Lord has decided to come to save us. And so, brothers and sisters, in this third week, let us feel the joy and deepen it, and thus prepare ourselves to receive the Lord at Christmas. Happy day to you, and God bless you.